and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. Happy Christmas Eve to you all. Very nearly there. It's getting exciting. One more sleep. So I am working with a tray from August of 2022, our beige Add More Zest tray, and I'm working with the pen, the wooden pen that we had in a recent launch. But let's have a look. What is today's? Today we shall have, if I can get hold of the cover paper, a bird bringing a present. So we have this cute little birdie pie. So let's zoom you guys in. And I just keep moving my canvas up as I'm zooming in so that I can get as close as I can. I can't believe we're nearly done. I'm really glad though that we do have a 25. It just spreads it out just that little bit longer this time. But yeah, let's get the frame done. We have an extra row, of course, the bottom framing row on this one, and then we have one AB. We have a little bit of the number 7, which I think is white. Yes, we have some white AB on this little square. I hope everybody is ready now, or has at least got to the point of, if I am not ready, it's tough. The day shall go on, whether I am ready or not is the rule for now. Christmas shall happen, but I hope everybody has a wonderful time, whatever this time of year decides to bring. And yeah, that you just make the most of it and enjoy it as much as you can. Comments. So Jordan, she says, oh man, she says she has some catching up to do. So she has commented, it is around the 20th of December that the comment was made, maybe even the 21st. She's commenting on the advent from the 9th. She says she did finish her brother's diamond painting gift for his Christmas presents, which is a fair point that needs to take priority. She says though, so it is a win-win. She says time to finish her work in progress that she had started before the advent. She says, wish me luck. Well, all the best on that one, Jordan, that you get your time to diamond paint, and yeah, just enjoy it. I haven't been able to diamond paint for the last couple of evenings, just due to other things that have been going on, taking evening time. So there was guests one evening, and Megan and I were getting shop items ready for January in another one, because of course we need to prepare that one super early because I'm away. So we were doing all of that sort of stuff, and it just took 2 of my evenings. So I am itching to be able to diamond paint later. I'm actually filming this on the 23rd for the 24th, so I do have a chance of diamond painting this evening, and I'm determined to, because it will probably be my last chance to diamond paint, because of course then we do hit Christmas Eve, which is the one I'm completing, followed by Christmas Day, which sees me getting on a plane Christmas Day evening. So I won't be able to diamond paint then, though I do need to pack as well later today. So I'm determined to get packed and ready, so that yeah, Christmas Eve will be my probably first day fully off, ready for my jollies. Yeah, So that should be good. What other comments do we have? So Laura, she says, hi Rebecca. She said she is on catch up today, though her comment was on the Advent for the 18th. She said number 18 is our last white square. She says for AB drills, she uses round-ended tweezers. She says she thinks that they work great. So yeah, you could always use tweezers for your ABs, round-ended or pin-ended if that's all you have. And that might be a nice way of putting ABs on your paintings without having any problems with, of course, the wax and the stickiness problem that can show up with ABs. So here we are on comments from the 21st. I thought that these were being posted on or around the 21st of December. Jess says, she says, today's gingerbread man box was the fastest one for her to complete so far. She said it took just 28 minutes. I do think we get quicker as we go along with a kit, you know, as much as some images will be quicker than others due to colour changes and things. I do think you get a familiarity with a kit that the further on you go, the quicker you can potentially be. Just those little things that can be different between kits. So whether it be symbols, spacing between the diamonds, all that sort of stuff. I think we just get a nice familiarity with it, that the closer we get to the end, the quicker we can be, because we already know things like the symbols and how's best to place the diamonds and all that jazz. But maybe that's just a random thought. She says she suppose it was the black background on the gingerbread man, which meant she could multi-place that one quite quick because it didn't have the same sort of confetti that this one has in like Snowdrops. It was a bit more solid like this one was. She says she is sad that we are nearing the end. She said it's been so much fun painting along with me. She says as for holiday readiness, she says she still has to finish wrapping, but she did a good house cleaning this morning. Yep, we did ours yesterday, which is the reason I am still doing this video today. I sidetracked the videos for favour of there are people willing to clean. Let's clean this house. She said it just leaves a final shopping grocery run and she will be ready for Christmas Eve at her house. She says on Friday she does several hours of baking, but she will put her boys to work helping her out. She says they do their big meal on Christmas Eve. Then on Sunday they have a big breakfast, but then they spend the day playing with gifts and watching movies. That sounds nice. That's what we tend to move into Boxing Day normally, is that's our sort of chill day, you know, mess with what we've got, gifts that we've got, build Lego of some sort normally, and have Christmas movies on. That's our Boxing Day, which I know not every country has, but that's what we call our down day. Though many people go shopping, we don't. She says Sunday dinner, they then have the leftovers from their meal on Christmas Eve. She said thanks for doing the Advent videos. She says they make a stressful time of year super fun for her. I think we need to carve out the little bit of fun for ourselves, do we not? There may be times that we get behind, there may be times that we actually do more ahead, ready for times where we could have potentially got behind. But I think just having it consciously in your mind to take that diamond painting time can often make you diamond paint more than you would have done if it wasn't there. Which means you actually get a bit of me time, which is good. Alaya says she's catching up again as she's been away for a few days. So she's currently watching the video from the 20th on the 21st. So yeah, that'll keep you busy. I'm sure you'll be caught up. If not, there is always between Christmas and New Year plenty of time to catch up on the rest. Jackie says she will be over at Alex's with 3 of her granddaughters, she said, until the 29th, because that is Sammy's 5th birthday. Happy birthday to her then, she said, which will be crazy chaos. Yes, a close to Christmas birthday can be. One of my school mum friends from when the children were at school and were younger had one daughter who had her birthday on Boxing Day, and her son's birthday was New Year's Day. So she definitely had the busy times around Christmas and New Year with birthday celebrations. So as much as her son, who was born New Year's Day, was actually, I think I was due to have Catherine before her, or we were very close. She went a little bit early, I went a little bit late, and I ended up with Catherine's birthday, or Catherine ended up with her birthday being in the middle of January. And it actually, works out better now, because as much as I may pick up some of her birthday presents before Christmas, everything is back up and running, and shops are fully working, and, the holiday time has gone by the time it gets to her birthday. So even the children are back at school. So when they were younger, I still had a good week or two to prepare for her birthday and not even think about it until after Christmas. Whereas Caris's birthday, it was always planned alongside Christmas. So yeah, in a way I'm glad I didn't have 2 that I had to sort out in the holiday time. Susan, she says, the pen that I used on the 21st, she said, is from the December 2021 launch. She said she thinks. She checked her card record. She said she has it and she loves it. But she broke off, she said, the resin-based pen tip in it, and she can't get it out. Oh, so is that, I'm guessing that's the plastic one. All I can suggest for that one is, the screws for like net curtains, so it's a screw and then it goes into a loop. Maybe see if you can screw one of those into it and then get hold and then put a piece of string through it so you can pull it out. Just might have to be gentle and try and wriggle it out little bit by little bit, because those resin pens are definitely more fragile than other ones, that's for sure. She said she also got the tray that matches the pen in a royal blue. She loves the gingerbread man, she said, from Ontario, Canada. Yeah, I managed to label up all of my trays from each launch so that I knew which month they were launched, but for some reason I haven't labelled up all of my pens. I've labelled up a lot of them, it's just the earlier ones that I've not labelled up. So that at some point I will remember when I have the time, and I will get those labelled up properly. Hopefully before June Waffle, so I know for June Waffle. But trays wise, I have many more trays actually left than we have days of Advent. So we have now done a lot more colour trays and styles of trays than we have days in December, or indeed in June. I haven't managed to get through all of the tray colours that we've done in the past. So yeah, it'll be very interesting when it comes to June waffle to see how many I may or may not get through. Yeah, it'd be fun. Yvette, she says, thank you, Rebecca. She says, you've now given Jay an idea. She said about doing his advent before opening his presents. She said now he's going to be up even earlier on Christmas Day. Oops, sorry, Yvette. She says, usually the time is about 3 a.m. onwards each day, as he struggles with sleep in general. And also he'll be excited to see what Santa has got him. I was kind of hoping it could give you a little bit of extra time, to be honest, Yvette, before you needed to be up. I didn't think it would work the other way and you would end up being up earlier. I thought maybe he could have a little bit of quiet time on his own. Maybe it'll give you a chance to get, a nice bit of caffeine into your system before the present opening starts while he does his advent. Kerry says she's working on Christmas carolers from Diamond Art Club and the advent painting. She says, but she does have 2 sections of the Christmas carolers to do. So she's going to do 2 days on the advent tomorrow, just so that she can try to make sure she finishes her bigger canvas before Christmas Day. Oh, definitely all the things finished there. While I'll get to diamond paint tonight, I'm just hoping to get to a point where it'll be nice and easy to roll my canvas up and pop it in its box to keep it safe until I return, because unfortunately I won't be taking my large diamond painting with me. I will be taking some smaller ones while I'm going. But yeah, I'm excited to get a little bit more of the carrot art painting done before the madness starts. The madness that probably won't stop for quite a while. Katie, she says she has a little bit of catching up to do due to being busy with work. But Christmas Eve PJ's tradition, she said, runs in her family. She says, but her 86-year-old grandmother gives them to us and she still signs them from Santa, even though most of the family that have them are adults. Well, too right. I think she's bob on there. We still have selection boxes that are given from Santa in our family, and they are given to everyone regardless of age. And if anyone is asked in our family in relation to the belief of Father Christmas, then the answer is heck yes, Santa is real, Father Christmas is real. And nobody, even my kids all through their childhood, have ever been told any different. They have never been told anything different than that Santa is real. Yeah, it is the way of the world. That's what they're told. And it's true. Amy says, you've done so well this year with the comments. She says you're usually a lot more behind. Yes, I am usually a lot more behind. Whether I have waffled on a lot more in previous years or not, I'm not sure. But the comments, I have found that the comments have slowed down a bit the closer we're getting to Christmas, which is perfectly understandable because people get busier. There is a lot more people that are playing a few days of catch up after getting busier. I think that has helped me to keep up with them a bit more, and make sure, that most of them are being read out. but I do expect a lot of comments to hit between Christmas and New Year probably. So what I will do is, while I am in Australia, I will be, keeping an eye on some things, albeit in a completely different time zone. I will keep some comments for a whip and chat when I'm back, but then I'll reply to some, as while I'm there. I'll reply to some comments and, react to some comments while I'm away, to try and make a whip and chat nice length, because I'm sure I will have updates from my time in Australia as well, so I'm sure I'll be waffling to my heart's content. Kaz says she has just uploaded her day 21. She says she's been at work today. She also says that she has a pair of magnifying glasses with lights on, and that helps her with her mini diamond paintings. She said especially if she's at her mum's. Her sister liked them so much that she got her a pair of them for her birthday. So there you go. If you use a magnifying glass to help you see the symbols, you can get some with lights on, and then you can have the light from above. As quite often I think the light from above is actually better than the light from below. However, of course, a light pad from below is often easier than something that has to lean over your shoulder or potentially gets in the way. I do like the headlamp idea, because then if anybody called your name to disturb you while you are in the zone diamond painting, when you lift your head up, they'll get blinded. So maybe they'll stop calling your name so that you stop lifting your head up, which means you can diamond paint for longer. Method to my madness in my thoughts sometimes. Susan says day 21 is adorable. She says she loves the ABs on the face. She said when you stand back, she said it looks like it glows. She says we were using the same pen today on the 21st. She says she's been using it the whole time because it's the one that matches the painting the most. She says she can't believe that we only have a few days left. She said this painting is coming out so good. She said she has a suggestion for those who have used wax in their pen but want to switch to glue dots. She says take some of the putty or blue tack, put that in the pen and then pull it out. She said it takes the remnants of the wax out of the tip of the pen. She said you might need to do it a couple of times to get it all. So there we go. Another little bonus tip and trick there from Susan. I like these bonus tips and tricks that we get as we're all chatting. Yeah, it's good. Nellie, she says, hi Rebecca. She says, you do not have to do what all the diamond painters do. She says, if you like single placing, then you just do that. Thank you, Nellie. She says she's tried it and it just doesn't work for her, multi-placing. She says so now she doesn't do it and she loves my videos. She says happy holidays. Oh, thank you, Nellie. Yeah, I kind of want to give it a go, but at the same point, I'm not bothered if I never master it. So it's one of those. I will do it when I fancy challenging myself, but when I just want to chill and diamond paint, I will stick to my single placing. Multi-placing would help me get through some of my large stash though. Some of my, very, very, very large amount of paintings for me. It's a lot larger than I necessarily aim for. I know it's not as big as what some people have, but it's definitely a large one for me. I've got a diamond that's just a little bit too small. It's a mini diamond. You'll see though, I have filmed a stash video for January, which is the current paintings in my stash. And yeah, it's epic. It's epic. Though my kitting up of my most recent painting, the big painting, the carrot art painting that I've done, is actually one of my longest videos for January. So if you like a long video, then the kitting up one coming December, January. Can't remember if it falls in December or if it falls in January, but that one will definitely keep you occupied while you're diamond painting. Jordan says she is still catching up slowly, but she started her first square painting from Diamond Art Club. She said, and she thinks she started with a challenge. She says she's not great at imagining sizes in her head. I'll agree with you there. She said, so with that being said, she ordered a 56 by 56 mystery painting. She says, and she can say that squares are so different than round. She said, so it's worth a try if you like to challenge yourself. She says, wish me luck. She says it will be a side project as she works on some of her stash. That's nice. So you can do it as, especially when it's a learning curve. As I said with multi-placing, there are times that I am in the mood to do something that is different to me, whether that be multi-placing or whether it be squares. There are times that I'm more than happy to do something different. And then there are times I just want a diamond paint. I just want a straightforward diamond paint. So having more than one painting on the go is definitely a good idea for that. Cross Stitch and Tat, she says, have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful vacation with your family. She says you deserve it. Thank you. My mum messaged me initially this morning asking what my favourite meal was for them to do the first day that I'm there. And I promptly replied with my mum's tuna dish, which my dad doesn't eat. My dad doesn't like cooked tuna. And as when we were kids, anytime if my dad was away or out for the tea time, then we would often have tuna dish. That was the only time we particularly had it. And yeah, as kids, we loved it. And it was the first thing I thought of because I've tried it with my kids, but my kids don't like it either. So it's not like we can have it at home. But yeah, we're going to have tuna dish, which is a cheese sauce. It's a fairly simple recipe, I think, as long as you get the cheese sauce right. But it's cheese sauce, and then it's a tin of tuna, a tin of beans, and a tin of sweet corn. Absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait because my dad's not eating it, and it is just the two of us that will be having it. I tend to have it with rice, but then it's also really nice if you put it in like a toasted sandwich, if you've got the sandwich maker that will crimp the sides. It's really hot, so you do need to beware, but it is lovely in a sandwich the next day as well. It might have to be the day after next for me, because the next day will be our moved Christmas day, so I'll be having a second Christmas dinner that day. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having that while on holiday, that's for sure. Kaz says day 8 is definitely her favourite of the 12-day Advent. I'm glad it was received well. yeah, Advent's gone down really well, which we're so happy with. And yeah, means that we are already plotting, planning and looking at potentially ordering for next year. Oh, thoughts of Christmas 2023 before we've even had Christmas 2022. I'm shocking. Lady Dax, she says she's watching and commenting here on day 22. She said she was too rough yesterday to concentrate. She said yes. She said she has been following / subscribed to me for almost 2 years now. She said, and June Waffle 2021 was the first sort of one that she did and followed along with. She said it was when herself and Sandra did a Row Diamonds mystery painting and they didn't have a clue what it was even when it was finished. I remember that one. We all followed along with what this mystery painting could possibly be, and I think we did have to get given a hint. And like once you'd seen the image that it was, you could see that in the diamond painting. It wasn't like it was awful, it just wasn't clear. It was this little dinosaur dragon, I think. Yeah, she says she still doesn't think it looks much like a dragon. It was definitely a bit of a hard one, I think. It was a hard one to see what the image was. Right, let's see if I can get these last 5 diamonds just to stand up straight, and then I need to tip more in to my pot. And of course I've sent one upside down. It's normally the way, is it not? But yeah, I do remember there was 2 people doing the mystery painting, and it was amazing just to see them come together and everybody in the group try and figure out what on earth they could be. Nancy says she is now working on Christmas Cuddles by Diamond Art Club. She says to finish for Jingle Drills. Sarah Jane says evening. She says she likes seeing different companies more too. She says at the minute there is a lot of the same companies. She says that it helps when deciding to buy. Yeah, I think that's the reason I am doing the carrot art as well, is just to vary things up a little bit. You'll see from my stash there is one company I have more of. That at the moment isn't a huge amount more, but it will be as time goes on. But then there are some companies that I still have quite have a decent amount of. So we shall see. But I do like keeping my stash varied so that I can move between a few. Right, I have got all the blue. It's weird then because I'm filling in the bird as well as filling in the top row. And I think I'm going to do the black and the brown. No, let's do this blue first. Then I'll do the black and the brown before I do the yellow and the whites. Let's have a blue moment and finish the blues. Sarah Jane said, was the carrot art that I'm doing the girl with the red hair and the fox? Maybe, maybe not. You will have to watch the kitting up video to see for sure. But I did decide to do one of the first 2 paintings that I got from Carrot Art. So there was 2 paintings that I first off got. And it was a hard decision between the 2 of them. But ultimately, I did choose one of them. All will be revealed soon. Jackie, she said, if you start getting in a financial pinch, she said, with ordering all the things for the Advent, she said she wouldn't mind giving a part payment as a pre-order. She said to keep you solvent. Oh, thank you, Jackie. She said, I expect several people would be willing to help you, as we all love your items. She said, plus it ramps up the excitement. She said, not that we really need it ramping up. I will see how we go, Jackie. I mean, my main thing, because we are doing probably 2 to 3 times the amount that we did for this launch, and it's probably 3 times the amount we did for this launch, and that includes the 12-day. So that's the 24 and the 12-day numbers combined. We're probably doing 2 to 3 times the amount in 24 days. My biggest thing, and the biggest reason that I'm starting early, is any prep work that needs doing, even before they're put in bags. I'm conscious that the amount we're doing, it will take a lot of time. So I want to spread that out, you know, and have a few days per month where I actually work on the Advent. But yeah, we're hoping that we'll be fine, and we just keep ordering stock in as the months go on, mainly so that I can prepare it for Advent early, and then have, you know, a mad packing season for them. But we will see how we go, because it is a lot of stock to keep hold of, but at the same point, I think, you know, we invest most back into the business, so it is something that, you know, we keep a fund for things like this, for things that we want to invest into, to be able to do more. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm quite excited for January, and the fact that I can start planning for December. How weird's that? And they will be available September/October. We will see, how soon we end up making them available. Because frankly, even with October, people open them early. So I suppose there's no hope for some. There's no hope for some. Kaz says she has finally caught up on all the videos. She says up till today, which is, so I'm on comments from the 22nd. That's not bad, considering I am filming this on the 23rd. And the video for the 23rd actually hasn't gone up yet, because it goes up later on in the day. So I am on the most recent comments that I can see. But she says she's finally caught up on videos. She says she is working tomorrow and Christmas Eve. She says both of them day shifts. So she has been doing her squares in advance. She says she's up to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day left to do. So she said, yep, she will be doing them today. And she said, yes, you did remember. She said her sister's birthday was on Tuesday. And it's hubby's birthday today, the 22nd. I knew it was a shared birthday with my nan. I knew somebody did, or some relative did. She said, happy heavenly birthday to your nana. Thank you. Yeah, I think we just have the one. Oh no, we have 2 December birthdays now. We have my niece's son. I don't know whether that's, I just call him my nephew, it's easier. I don't need this whole twice removed, thrice removed, all that sort of malarkey. Right, my black and my very dark grey is done. So I'm going to do my yellow, and then I'm going to do my white and my grey, I think. So let's find my little anchor. I don't need too many. This is where I try not to get too eager tipping out my diamonds. Kaz also says, she's glad that she spelt her name right, and that she had a good day. Thank you. Liz, she said, thanks Rebecca. She said her Diamond Art Club order did arrive. And she said she emptied her white ABs from her tray into the plain white pot as she wasn't paying attention. We've all been there. I'm sure we've all been there. That's why I try to keep the top open on my pot, but no other top open, so that I try and limit my boo-boos. Because, you know, once you've done it, you take steps to try not to do it again. She said she spent the rest of the video trying to fish out the ABs out of her standard whites. She said she did finish before me. She said so at least she had the pleasure of my company while she was doing this tedious task. She said she put some crystal drills into her polar bear after standing back. After standing back, she said she realised they need moving around. Somebody put ice skates as well onto the bear. So on the bottom of his feet, I think they put a couple of silver ones to look like ice skates. It was awesome. I'm not sure if that was Liz or if it was someone else, but it did make me smile when I saw it in the group. Liz says she thinks day 20 is either hot chocolate in the day or mulled wine after 4 p.m. Quite possibly. I think it is conspicuous enough that we can each make it into our own Christmas drink. That's for sure. Though I do like a good hot chocolate if it's cold. I do, as many of you know, gravitate more towards caffeine. Caffeine. Alaya says she is caught up with watching this all on the 22nd. So she's all caught up. Just get a little bit of me whites before I move on to me ABs. Lady Dax says she has to confess that she is going to try and complete the Advent diamond painting today. She says she thinks her antibiotics and steroids have started to kick in. And she said the steroid jitters are more apparent when she's feeling, so she says, are more apparent. She says, so while she's feeling up to it, she thinks it's wise to carry on. Otherwise, she will be sprinkling drills rather than placing them. See, that's why you don't like being on steroids, for the jitters. I understand that. At the moment, I don't tend to get them that much. I tend to more get energy to do all sorts. She says she's going to add pictures to the relevant days in the group, though, even though she's going ahead. And then she's going to watch daily too. Yeah, you can watch with the jitters. Even if you do. It's like when I've used the strimmer on the garden. I end up with the jitters. It's very hard to diamond paint or even to, sprinkle a bit of sugar into my coffee. And yeah, it just doesn't work anywhere near as well when I have the handshakes from the strimmer. Last comment for today. So Sherry, she says, what a cutie today. She says she loves it. She said they are heading to New Zealand / Australia at the end of the month. She said it is minus 35 degrees Fahrenheit here in Colorado today. She says while it will be odd. Oh, I missed one. She says while it will be odd to get off the plane in summertime temperatures, she said it's going to be lovely. She said she just can't wait. Yeah, don't blame you when it's that cold. I think we get off to a day, I think it ended up going up to about 36, 37 degrees the day we land. But then it does go a little bit milder. However, they have air conditioning about in Australia, so It's not like the UK where hardly anywhere has air conditioning and you just suffer the heat. It's definitely different being hot having hot weather in a country that is used to hot weather. Right, day 24 is done. We just have La Piste Resistance or our amazing Father Christmas to add to this for Christmas Day. So have a wonderful Christmas Eve, everybody. Enjoy your time with your family, your time in your PJs, your big fancy meals, whatever it is that you do. I will be back tomorrow with a video for the 25th. In no means feel that you have to watch any of them on the days that they do come up. It is a very busy time. But yeah, try and carve out a little bit of time after Christmas to finish your diamond painting and get your little bit of me time if you can't get it on the day. But thank you all so much for being here and for watching, and I'll speak to you all again tomorrow.